Hi guys, welcome to 2021. I'm sure you've been seeing a lot of the things being said about me on the internet and in the news, and these things are never easy to do. Apology videos, they don't mean a lot, you know, it's just talk. They're phony. What's really important is that you act on that, you know, you do what you promise. That being said, I am truly, legitimately sorry that I did not release a Natter Chamber video this month. I was just so uninterested. But, you know, talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than talk, which is cheap. I promise you, this is a patented Andrew promise. I promise you, there will be a Natter Chamber video next month. Sorry, I'll promise. I messed up. I messed up big. There's no excuse for what I did, but I'm not that person anymore. I know I said last month that there would be a Natter Chamber video this month, but honestly, I don't know who that guy is. That's not me. A lot can change in a month. I'm a different person now. And listen, if we're being honest, 28 days isn't really a month. Am I crying? Can I be crying? This is hard. I'll make it up to you. I promise. I mean it this time. I know I've been saying this a lot. I promise next month you will get a Natter Chamber video and it will be the greatest one we've ever created. I promise. Promise. Okay, fine. I forgot again. Sorry, but I'm already being punished. My talking object friends already locked me in this room. That's until I make another video. So thank them if this video is rushed or terrible. I said I would make a Natter Chamber video last month, but everyone was talking like that last month. That's just how people talked on YouTube, alright? I'm a victim of circumstance. Every big YouTuber was saying, I'll make a Natter Chamber video next month, alright? It was just something we all said.
It doesn't sound like you're sorry in there.
Fine, I'm sorry. There, 2 birds with 1 stone. This apology can be my video.
No, that doesn't count. You have to talk about a movie or a YouTube or something.
Did you just say a YouTube?
You need to follow the trends and talk about YouTube's drama so people will watch this video.
This is an apology video. Who searches for apology videos to watch in their free time? I'm trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here.
2 birds with 1 stone, huh?
It's an expression. I'm not actually trying to kill.
What if you could talk about bad movies and popular YouTubers?
What are you talking about?
I'll be right back.
If this skit goes on for too long, people will click off the video.
Here.
I bought this DVD. I paid real money for this. And it's gonna be in the video for like 10 seconds. I watched the movie on digital. Hi, I'm Andrew. I've been here for quite a while, and there are certain types of directors I just can't stand. There's the famous person from another medium thinking they can just direct because they're good at other things. The director who thinks they're on a mission from God to make a terrible film and everyone is against them because they don't want to see true art. There's just straight up incompetent people. And pedophiles. And lucky for me, I found a director that is all of those.
The script is not that raunchy.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Going around saying this is the raunchiest movie ever made.
No, I'm acting notes and not like...
When I was an actor, I was auditioning for everything.
We've been working our off on this for
It's awesome. I think it's really good. Of being picky when you have no job.
every single laugh. I can tell you the level from 1 to 10 of each joke.
Find actors, if we can't find crew, then how are we gonna fix this to make Pittsburgh look great? Because Zach Quinto ain't doing anything.
You guys are gonna send me the notes and I'm never gonna read them.
I mean, as a joke.
But it's been a week and you haven't read them either, so that's...
I don't know where they are. Not taking anything out of the movie to please a bunch of out-of-work actors. Listen, I've compromised a lot in this movie, but like, if I want 1 extra second, just let me have it. Has ever taken anything out of a movie to get somebody to audition? One review said that if you enjoy my movie, you must be a sociopath.
Not Cool is a 2014 YouTuber movie along the lines of the Fred movie and Smosh the movie, except these movies are for like kids and not cool.
I'd rather eat my own shit. And I do. This is shit up in here.
This is, strangely enough, not the first movie Shane has been in. It's the first he directed, and it shows. He was in a different terrible movie called Smiley, a movie whose Wikipedia article states, Binder, played by Dawson, who is mocked by his classmates for having reported a case of pedophilia, earning him the nickname Pedo Bear.
Oh, I'll whip your hair back and forth.
I killed someone.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? This is acting? Oh boy, I sure hope nothing bad happens to this character. Dude, his throat is slit. You don't need to keep cutting. Wow, level 10 films, the people who made The Pizza Man.
I just killed somebody. I don't know.
You called Smiley and he came. Something's been awakened. Like something's been
Something's been awakened. Something with a funny smiley face.
Smiley could be the next generation.
Are you not listening to me?
Not you, bitch. I got a hot pocket.
Wait a minute, what's this movie about?
Smiley has like this weird skin, face, head. I don't even know what to call it. There's no features on it.
No features? It's a smiley face. You can't describe a smiley face?
It was funny actually acting in a movie because I think people didn't know I could act.
Are you serious?
Stalked by this serial killer who's only on the internet, and he kind of comes to you from like a chat roulette type site.
Can you twerk for us? I know this interview isn't important, but you guys gotta see this
I
transition.
think it's gonna shock a lot of people and hopefully scare the shit out of them.
Smiley.
What the fuck?
Called in to report a murder. Maybe two, you don't know. Is this a cult? Are you going to eat me?
No, we're fine. I lived in New York.
I think a lot of people are going to be really surprised by Smiley. It's very, very scary, but it also has a lot of twists and turns, so I don't think people are going to know what's coming.
Later, Proxy is video chatting with Zane, questioning their morality. Zane dismisses her worries and types, "I did it for the lulz." Alright, we gotta move on. When looking for interview clips, I found one of Shane talking about Not Cool and The Chair, and I thought, oh god, another Shane project. But no, it's even dumber than that. The Chair is a Starz reality competition show where they gave the same script to two different directors to see who could make the better movie. The other director, Anna Martinucci's movie, turned out as Holidaysburg, which I did not watch, but from looking at the trailer, these are completely different movies. I know directors can change what they want on set, but it seems like Shane almost entirely rewrote the script, which I don't think was in the rules. Wow, 1,000,000 times better than Not Cool. She deserves to win this. Hey, between these two, guess who won? The films vied for a $250,000 prize based on multi-platform voting system. The film cost $800,000 to make and took 20 days to shoot. Holy shit. It's worth noting that there's also no rule about casting. Anna didn't cast herself in her movie, but good old Shane did, because Shane's an actor.
When I was an actor, I was auditioning for everything. I don't quite understand the logic of being picky when you have no job.
Oh boy. Not cool. The movie opens with a bunch of hip teens partying and tweeting. Oh, loving the dark meat. Shane was 25 when he directed this. Shane is an interesting guy who's done a lot of interesting things. One thing that doesn't get mentioned a lot is how bad Shane wants kids to like him. No, hold on. How bad he wants to fit in with Gen Z. Ooh, guys, let's watch Conspiracy Theories with Shane Dawson. I heard he covers a lot of cool mysteries. That's the tea, sis. I'm so basic. That's low-key iconic. I can't even. I had a glow up. You guys hear about TikTok? Roll up to the party with my... So in this movie, we get to see what Shane thinks teens are like. What are your thumbs doing? Yeah, just fucking touch all over the screen. I don't care. This scene doesn't have me in it.
Needless to say, high school fucking sucked.
High school sucks.
Have to go home.
This is the worst title card I've ever seen. I don't think there was any vomit in the other movie. This movie has several vomit scenes.
It's gonna be so loud.
Oh, come on, we've been married for 25 years.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shane may not be a kid or cool amongst them, but he sure writes like a 13-year-old who just learned what lesbian means. Hey Lois, remember the time you farted? Wasn't that funny?
On the Adult Swim Family Guy world premiere, Peter eats a rice cake.
Finally, we make it to the best character in the movie.
And I do. This is shit up in here.
It's been mentioned many, many times that is a problem for people. So if we just like lose that, I'm just saying.
I'm not taking anything out of the movie to please a bunch of out-of-work actors in Pittsburgh who should be lucky to get an audition for a feature film. No director has ever taken anything out of a movie to get somebody to audition. I'm angry that we're finding out about this 2 days before we start filming the movie.
Eating shit homeless man is the key to all of this. If we get eating shit homeless man working, because he's a funnier character than we've ever had in the movie. I may have gone too far. We've only seen 2 black characters in the movie so far. One was referred to as dark meat, and the other just loves eating shit. We meet one later, but he has a more prominent stereotype.
Girl, it could be worse. I know a chick whose parents turned her room into a sex dungeon.
I don't know how this turned out like this. Shane isn't black, but he is gay. Goes to show, bad directing transcends orientation. The main girl's sister is blind in this version, too, for whatever reason. Well, the reason is obvious, but someone on Twitter called me ableist for calling them stupid, so I no longer care about issues because internet was mean to me. That actually did happen, by the way. Twitter's great. Loving the dark meat. The cast is comprised almost entirely of just other YouTubers. Even Shane plays another character, and I'm just not gonna explain it, but she'll come back later. The cast is just YouTubers playing their YouTube personas, which is exaggerated versions of themselves. Everything's the same, except Shane wasn't popular in high school. Oh, yeah, my character? I'm gonna be playing the cool guy who everyone likes and wants to fuck, and also I'm prom king and have good hair, and he really read the script and thought, you know what would make this movie better than Anna's? If I got to play the hot guy. Why is it echoey? Oh, didn't have a boom mic, director man? This movie cost $800,000. So Shane's girlfriend brings him into the bathroom in an attempt to fuck him, but then decides to suck him off through a glory hole. A lot of times when I talk about movies, I have a vendetta of some kind. I talked about the Santa Claus because it used to scare me. I talked about Scary Godmother because it was so ingrained in my skull every year that I could not talk about it constantly. It just dawned on me. Natter Chamber is supposed to be like a variety show, and I've only talked about movies the last couple videos. Regardless, the reason I have a vendetta against this movie is because I vouched for it. Gather around, children. Let Papa Andrew PhD tell you a little story. Not Cool came out in 2014, meaning I was 13, and along with the title of the movie, I was also not cool. I was in my friend's basement with a bunch of other people from school. People, mind you, I did not know that well. All these hot boys and cute girls were showing each other how cool and adult they were. Hey, I know what weed is. Hey, my dad let me drink wine at church once. Hey, I'm addicted to heroin. Did I mention I lived in New York? I knew this was the perfect time for me to prove myself. They wanted to watch something that was adult and funny, and I needed to prove that I was both of those things. 2 birds with 1 stone. I proudly stood up and said, we should all watch Not Cool. It is so funny. Granted, I had never seen the movie before, but I trusted Shane. This guy would never let me down. These kids were already not entirely fond of the fact that I was speaking, so I had to convince them. And by convinced, I mean I begged until they decided to sit down and watch it. Now, you know preteen parties. They don't actually want to watch the movie. They just want to talk about Kick and Flappy Bird. I'm a 2000s baby, by the way. They all sat angrily, some not paying attention. I was losing them. This was my last chance. I had to convince them I was uber cool. Guys, you gotta watch this part. This is the funniest part. And then nearly 30-year-old man Shane Dawson gets blown and moans really loud, and everyone just kinda looked at me. We didn't end up watching the movie to the end. So yeah, sorry if I'm going too hard on this movie, but it let me down. I vouched for you, Shane. How could you do this to me? Man, is there any 13-year-old that got more screwed by Shane Dawson than me? Oh.
I've only seen these in gay porn!
Why are you watching gay porn? Who are you? Fucking Spider-Man?
Damn, you're just rapid fire with these jokes, huh, Shane? They break up. Shane does his best acting. Then we meet other YouTuber, Drew Drew. I don't know much about this guy other than my sister used to find him funny, which is a shame, really. This guy didn't direct the movie, and he certainly didn't cast himself, but he's still not a good actor. He's like really unnecessarily fucking creepy in this movie. I wonder why that is. And we're supposed to root for him, I guess, because he's a nice guy, but he only ever talks about just having sex with this one girl. He doesn't want to date her. He doesn't want to love her. He just wants to fuck, you know? I don't know, maybe he has experience playing a creep. Unlike Shane, who's really stretching out his acting ability to pretend to be a vain asshole.
It's easy to talk to. Kind of soothing. Like a woman.
Are we broke?
Wow, Shane, how'd you manage to pretend to be this vain? Let's get back to the party. This is just an ass shot for no particular reason. All right, Drew talks about fucking again. This is our hero, I think. Why are the extras just standing there? The bathroom is open. Drew then stares at this woman and grabs her chest without her consent. Cool. It's what we like to call the revenge of the nerds effect. The nerd archetype can get away with any heinous crime, including rape, because he gets bullied, oh boo-hoo. We're supposed to feel bad for him. That's where the idea of the nice guy came from. I'm so nice. Everyone's mean to me.
Why won't she fuck me? I am entitled to this.
This is a serious problem. I used to know people like this. So many people go, I was bullied for no reason. People hated me. High school sucked. But in reality, in my experience, the people that got fucked with were either mean on their own or just really arrogant about grades and their intellect. This is a common problem through a lot of this movie. We're supposed to feel bad for our female lead too, but she is only ever terrible to everyone.
Great, not at all like a rhino who's been shot with a tranquilizer gun.
Like, dude, high school was years ago. You can't be a heinous bitch to everyone you meet and then blame the bullies. Dude, you suck. The parts of you that suck are you. Grow up! Sorry, I went on another tangent, but I had that one in the chamber for 4 years, so I had to go somewhere.
You do realize that you're pathetic, right?
You do realize that you're covered in vomit, right?
Really? Doesn't look like it. These are our love interests, by the way. Just two terrible people.
Wait a minute. Are you into me?
No! God, I'm not into you. I mean, would I have sex with you? Yeah, probably, but that does not mean that I'm into you.
What is happening? Why does everyone want to fuck this guy? Hey, maybe we should cast me as the hot guy who everyone wants to fuck. I think that'd be a good decision for our film.
Why are you so mean?
I'm mean? Wow, that's a double standard. I recall it going a little bit differently in high school. Maybe nobody has told you that high school's over. That big ceremony thing that we all did, that was graduation where we all move on and we all do different things. You don't stay here and be like, oh, I was prom king, I'm cool, so that means I'm cool forever. Nobody gives a shit.
Why are you so pissed all the time? I'm gonna spoil some of this movie, so if you intend to watch it, don't intend to watch it. But Shane at the end of the movie learns to love for real, and she learns nothing. She does not change. I honestly did not think I could hate any character in this movie more than generic hot guy played by real life pedophile, but here we are. And just for clarification, this woman had nothing to do with this. She's just in the movie. The terribleness of her character also comes from real life pedophile. So either way, fuck that guy. Isn't she supposed to be like covered in vomit? You don't care? Okay. Hey, look, Shane's at the kids' table. These jokes write themselves.
You know mental illness runs in our family, right?
Hey, as long as baldness doesn't, then I'm fine.
Oh yeah, this was good hair in 2014. And no one knows good hair better than me. We get another scene of our main girl being terrible to her whole family, and then something weird happens.
Who wants to play Dance Central?
I was led to believe this entire project was funded by Vice. Where did this come from? Like, I get it, they mention Instagram and Facebook in the movie too, but neither of those are just straight up commercials like this is. Dance Central, the perfect game for a family gathering. This is a real game, by the way. I like to think they wrote Just Dance into the script, but even they wanted nothing to do with this. So they had to use the third best dancing game on the market at the time. This is a running theme in these videos. Maybe I'm just too hard on product placement. That's right, IHOP, I'm coming for you. I haven't forgiven you after what happened in Man of Steel. Why is the whipped cream purple? Why doesn't the B stand for breakfast? It's definitely a Denny's. They make a point to show the logo as brightly contrasting as possible, and then they go inside and just take a big shit all over Denny's. It's in pretty much every movie, so I shouldn't be surprised. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But what do you think, Hollywood superstar Shane Dawson?
There's a chance that you guys might actually get together again.
It's fine that you're saying Facebook. I just want to say it too many times.
Well, but she also said you Facebook stalks me.
I know, so we can use it, but say if the opening montage doesn't have Facebook and it's like generic, whatever.
Do you not understand what I'm saying?
I
she
do.
Says Facebook
No, I do.
stalking
It's okay. It's okay.
Then why are you saying it's not okay if
because
you say
she's saying it
twice?
so many times that
So
it's
we can
like...
only say it once? So then we either can say it or we can't.
No, that's not...
Do you understand what she's saying?
Come on, man. Don't bring the PA into this. No one is on your side.
For me, reviews don't really mean whether a movie is good. It's to have 5 middle-aged white dudes judge your movie, especially a teen comedy, not really the tell-all for how the movie is.
You're a middle-aged white dude. You don't know what kids like. Perfect example, Shane shows up to this girl's house uninvited and makes an ultimatum.
But if I win,
You have to kiss me.
The words "have to" really stick out in my mind. There's a hierarchy of terrible characters in this movie, and every couple lines a new character takes over. I was ready to put Shane back on top for that, but then the girl says this.
Do not say things like that. I mean, it's so prom-y. I mean, you're like so stuck in high school. It's really frightening.
I'm sorry. Who's stuck in high school? Does this guy hold a grudge against everyone he meets because people were mean to him a little? No. All he is a rapist. Oh, wait, you know what? Never mind. He's back on top. This scene in my notes just says Drew is gross again. And there's not much I can add to that. Oh, I get it. The joke is that it's a man in a dress.
All right, let me see that. Dude, this is fucked up.
So Shane is here also because he likes photography, because he's deep. Not only does he write comedy like a 13-year-old, but also, ooh, photography. Isn't the world art? I'm 13 and this is deep.
I'm not a dork. I'm cool.
Oh.
I'm currently cool.
I don't know, man. The title says otherwise. I could hear Shane saying this unironically. Yeah, what do these middle-aged white dudes know anyway? The scene right after this is people talking with emojis and not understanding English. Yes, very hip and cool, Shane. These dang millennials and their emojis. How about you pick up a dang book? I hate my wife.
Bucket list.
Which way is the fucking list?
If I have to say one good thing about this movie, is that there's a lot of montages, so I can scrub through the timeline to make this go a lot faster. Now I see why they needed Dance Central to give them money. This mall is filled with YouTube stock music. Oh no, Shane, watch out. It's I Hate Everything, here to give you a bad review. This movie is stupid, innit?
I'm not shaving my head.
Okay, one thing at a time.
Seriously, I'm not doing it.
That's what I'm talking about. You're so regimented.
Look at it.
I see it.
Look at the way it flows.
No, yeah, I see it.
Before, I thought he chose himself to be the lead so he could prove he knew how to act and everyone in the movie would want to fuck him. But now I'm starting to suspect it's just because of the hair. What a vain asshole, am I right? Then he gets his ears pierced. Like how my ears are pierced. Probably doesn't mean anything. Well, I can't show you any of this on YouTube, but know that the shit-eating homeless guy from before is showing his dick to the camera. Okay, I'll budge on the eating shit scene, but we have to see his penis at least. It's a matter of free speech, guys.
Because I knew you guys were going to come and say, hey, listen, this is the consensus from the cards.
That's different than reading them.
I'm supposed to read every single card?
I read every single one.
I'm interested to hear, like, specific things.
The one note from over half the people that wrote it on the cards was, the movie was too long.
The best thing to come out of this whole experience is that episode of The Chair. Just the gift that keeps on giving. By the way, I'm on record saying I hate when movies are artificially elongated. I like a short movie experience. This movie is barely 90 minutes and it's still too long. If you cut out the Drew being creepy storyline, you don't lose anything. But to be fair, you can cut out any of this movie and you won't lose anything. Oh boy, more montages. Skip.
It uses the same password for all the secure files. It's Ariana Grande's Puffy Nipples 555.
Okay, computer. How old was Ariana Grande in 2014? Alright, Shane, I'm letting you off with a warning. Can Drew just go away? This is terrible.
Son, you see me. I just gave myself a nice little saltwater bath. I look great. I shoot you a wink. What are my chances?
Well, in that scenario, I guess you might actually have a shot.
This isn't charming. This isn't a normal conversation.
There's a disconnect here. Vaguely. Absurd. Vaguely. Bye. How's that for a normal conversation? It wasn't.
Nobody talks like this, Shane. Yeah, this whole scene, I just straight up can't show any of it. You guys are lucky. I had to see it.
All I can think about is how happy I am to be in this gym. Because I fucking miss high school so bad.
And we will cue the CW soundtrack.
I mean, really, we were having a nice moment. You gonna be a bitch?
What a cop-out, by the way. You can't ironically care and actually care at the same time. Either you don't care or you do. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like that one kid at recess. Yeah, whatever. I'm too cool to like Teen Titans Go now. I just watch it ironically. Oh yeah, and I watch Family Guy unironically.
Peter eats a rice cake.
This dinner scene is also very strange. Drew admits to stalking her and pretending to like all the things she likes, and she doesn't really seem to care. Like, she thinks it's sweet. She says it offends her, but I watched the rest of the movie. You didn't. She stays on the date and then kisses him.
I think it's really sweet you try to impress me.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, nobody cares about what I think or what I like.
Oh yeah, I know how to write women. Shane is just an unlikable guy, I think, but they're really trying everything to get us to care about these guys. Perfect duo, she's mean and he's vain. I wonder what the movie is gonna try next to get us to care. Oh, what, does his mom die?
Never heard you talk about your mom before. It was cancer, right?
Shock. What's up, bitch? My mom is dead. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for you. Then they just have sex again. Maybe there's a reason I don't like this movie.
Go somewhere awesome, you know, like Kentucky. You know, you're allowed to have sex with your dog there.
This is the easiest script I've ever written. The jokes write themselves. Ah, okay. Yeah, you see, Shane took a writing class. He knows how movies work. Near the end of the movie, for no particular reason, the leads have to fight and then inevitably break up. It's how you write a movie. There was a law that got passed about 30 years ago. You legally can't turn in a script without this part. Everyone knows that.
I'm sorry I don't like you more than that. I wish I did. Unfortunately for me, I'm attracted to muscular, more conventionally attractive men.
Everything is so backwards in this movie. Why is she apologizing? I'm sorry, I didn't fuck you. I know you're entitled to have sex with me, and I kept you from that. It was wrong of me, I'm sorry. I'm not normally the kind of person to cry wolf on situations like this. I just make jokes about terrible things. But I feel like this movie could legitimately be used to groom people. And I'm only half joking. Sorry, that got a little bit too real, and this is all about jokes. What we need is a classic Shane Dawson joke to lift our spirits. Hit us with it.
You're telling me that you had sex with that butter everything? Did somebody say butter?
Oh, I get it. It's because she's fat. Then they make a wheelchair joke. Then we cut to the scene of the blind girl, and jokes about her. This is a well put together film.
I think if we do a cut, just take that scene out. I honestly don't even think you're gonna miss it.
We can try.
We can try
I
it.
don't want to do that right now.
Why can't we do it right now? Cut.
That's why you're here for a couple days, and I just felt like after we watched it, I'd rather like be excited and talk about the movie, like just jumping into it being like, this is the problem.
No,
it's like,
but
well,
this is, can't not say anything. I'm not gonna sit here and just tell you like, it's done, it's ready to go.
you know, we've been working our off on this for it's awesome. I think it's really good.
Oh yeah, Shane edited the movie too. He also edited classics like
Reason why theme parks sell Dasani, it has salt in it.
You can't get water at certain places because they only sell Dasani because it's like owned by Coca-Cola or whatever.
Coca-Cola bought out all these places and runs a monopoly on this basic human necessity. If they could find a way to buy the air we breathe and add chemicals to it, I bet they would. And that's bullshit.
That is real. I did not edit that. Taking accountability. The demon in my house! Oh, and by the way, blind girl's not out of the woods either. I may not know if Drew is complicit or weird IRL, but I know she definitely is.
That's not it.
Will you shut the fuck up? The depth of your selfishness is astonishing. How dare you come to me for advice? You know how many times I've tried talking to you, but you were too busy for me? Too busy with your hair, your photography, or Heather, whatever bullshit was consuming you at the time?
Look, I didn't know. Okay, you always seem so happy.
Well, that's kind of the point. You're only worrying about yourself. You're not aware of your surroundings, let alone your only sister.
Did I miss something? Should I have watched the DVD cut instead? These two characters haven't interacted yet. Like at all. They talk about how they feel about each other. They make up, and then Shane walks away. What? I'm not crazy, right? I know they're siblings and have been in scenes next to each other, but where did this come from? Oh, you should fire your editor for this one.
Over half the people that wrote it on the cards was, the movie was too long.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Then the mean girl walks in on Shane having sex with his ex. And I've said a lot of things in this review that maybe some people will take personally or find offensive and rude. That's kind of my MO. But I never really intend on hurting innocent people, so I need to be very careful about what I'm about to say. I don't want to victim blame anyone, ever, but he just stands there, not paralyzed in fear, not trying to fight, just kind of stands there. When she's on top, I get that. That's a hard position to get out of. But dude, she's on the floor and the door is right there. Just leave. Well, we made it out of that situation. Anyway, poor sad boy doesn't get the sex he was promised. Boo-hoo. They haven't done anything to make me care about any of these kids at all, and now they want me to pity Shane. If I know these kinds of movies, and I do know these kinds of movies, the movie's gonna end with the douche character doing some grand romantic gesture and the girl will forgive him, yada yada, who cares? Alright. So what is it, movie? Does his dad have cancer now? Hit me with it. What does this douche do?
Scott, what the fuck are you doing?
This.
That's it. That's how he redeems himself. He shaves his head. The character in this movie, Scott, weird thing, I keep talking about Scott's in the Natter Chamber. It's just Shane. The shaving of the head isn't a big moment for Scott. It's a big moment for Shane. You only get it if you're a fan of Shane. Oh, he's always been talking about, oh, his perfect hair. What a vain asshole. Always going on about that. So the hair isn't just like, oh, you know, this character cut his hair, so I gotta cut my hair. The shaving of the head is a big moment for him. This is a Shane Dawson movie, all right? A YouTuber movie. It's a running thing with him. It might be projecting or being like, oh, the crimes of Shane onto this character, but it makes it seem like the apology Shane is doing for after everything Shane did was just to shave his head. Like that's gonna do anything. This is abhorrent. This is a terrible thing.
I'm sorry if I ever made you feel like I was better than you, or that you didn't matter.
You probably already knew this from the everything, but Shane isn't a good actor.
Are you serious?
They all go to another party, same night, different party, but everyone is doing the exact same shit as the last two parties. Shane really understands his kids, huh? Then Drew has sex with girls, and this scene is just straight up a girl's tits bouncing. Again, I can't show you any of this. Wow, Shane, you really rose to the top and showed those other nasty directors. You're one of the good ones. Thanks, buddy.
I don't dance!
Oh, only in your living room?
Okay, well that's very, very different.
Oh, come on! It's perfect!
Okay, fine.
Wow, and after everything we've been through, at least we have Dance Central. The real hero of the story is Dance Central. Maybe the real treasure was the Dance Central we played along the way. Thank you, Dance Central. Please go buy them. I bought millions of copies thinking I could turn a profit. I am in debt. Buy Dance Central. And just when you think the movie's over, they sneak in one thing just to piss me off. The mean girl filmed the two of them having sex without his consent and then watches it in public. It just smiles big. This is how Joker should have ended. A Shane Dawson film. Wow, what a... Okay. What? I'm keeping the mustache. All they have in this place is weird clothes. I'm a bucket hat guy now. So, what did we learn today? Alright, that's a good question. What did we learn? I guess YouTubers shouldn't just be handed film opportunities, and Shane shouldn't be allowed to direct anything. I really liked Shane's content as a kid, and I'm talking like super young. I thought it was hilarious. And even today, I kind of rock out to Super Love for no particular reason, intermittently. I just really don't want to be like this guy, considering I used to really want to be like him. I want to make movies someday, but not like this. Nah, this is bad. Okay, I'm done with my drama-filled review. Can I leave now? Oh, it's open. Guys? Oh my God.
What's wrong, boss?
What's wrong? This is what's wrong.
You shaved your head?
No, I didn't. I think I know someone who did. Someone who needs to get their own body.